at the 4 spot. And for the Grizzlies, they've got Jalen Wells. Jock Landale's out there with Jaren Jackson. And it's Spencer in at the point guard position. And Doris, when you look around the league, there are still a handful of players coming along from off-season injuries.
Yeah, and Kev, this is a very tough balance for coaches to have to navigate. You have to protect your guys that have a history of injury, but at the same time, it's eventually go time. We got to win games here.
From outside, off the mark. There's the lob to Jackson. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. Here's Claxton, and Claxton throws it down hard.
Oh, my goodness. That is an absolutely insane finish by Nick Claxton.
Pass to Wells. Right wing. Now here's Jackson. He's guarded close. 6 to shoot. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Here's Wolf. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Here's Demon. Pass to Clowney. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Here's Spencer to the wing on the left. Sinks that one from the post. 5 points in the game.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
They set the pick to the paint. Here's Wolf. And the rejection by Jackson. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson. Clock at 6. Here's Mann. And a miss there on the triple. For Memphis, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Pass to Landale. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
In transition, here come the Nets. Now, Mann. Pass to Demon. Here's Wolf. And it goes down 2 points. Memphis leading. And going back a bit, the Nets regaining a lot of their draft picks, Doris, from the Rockets. One of the more interesting trades that we've seen.
Well, they gave away a ton of those picks to acquire James Harden when they believed they had a championship window. And now in recovering them, Brooklyn able to benefit from the draft to try to position themselves for that all-important rebuild. Exactly the kind of start you're looking for. They are 4 for 5 out of the gates.
Pass to Demon. Here's Clowney. No good on the 3. On the wing, Jackson. From down low. Takes it off the glass.
And he is a huge presence inside at both ends. Jackson's a great asset to have in the post.
Here's Clowney. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. They set the pick. Pass to Demon. The Nets need to get a shot off here. Wolf, no good.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Walking foul call. Terrence Mann. First personal foul for First team foul.
Landale finds Wells. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Here's Wolf. 9 points last game out. Here's Demon. A three-pointer, no good.
Well, that's the opportunity they're looking for, just not the result, obviously.
Pass to Landale. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The baseline J off the mark.
Well, this guy typically a nice touch from mid-range, but obviously can't make them all.
There's the pick. Here's Demon. Tanked in off the glass.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Here's Spencer. Nothing on the board. From the arc. Knocks down the three ball.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this league.
Pass to Claxton. Here's Demon. Coming in off a 21-point game his last outing. Now, Man fires the three. They get it again. Here's Demon. Man with it. Here's Clowney. And at last, they get one to fall.
Tremendous lead pass. Boy, that makes your teammates happy, folks.
Here's Spencer. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Spencer. First personal foul. First team foul.
Nice ball movement by Brooklyn.
And really yet to put together any kind of rhythm from long range.
Inside. Shot clock at 6. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Clock is at 3. Landale pass to Spencer. Over Demon. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires.
Oh, how about the dime? You love that unselfishness.
Here's Demon. And the rejection by Jackson. Here's Claxton from the baseline. And the jumper is on the mark. Clowney's got 7.
Boy, what a quarter he's had. Go ahead, young sir. Keep the pressure on.
And such a valuable guy to this team's rotation doors. Nick Claxton is important.
You know, Kev, I'll tell you one thing. This guy brings a ton of energy. He's willing to battle for loose balls, for rebounds. On the defensive end, you know he can make an impact. There's incredible length, and I still think a ceiling that he can get to.
Here's Clowney, following the score by Memphis. And he uses the glass on the layup. 9 points in the game so far.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
And so the timeout here called by Thomas Isolo. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Now here's Williams. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Pass to Jackson for the 3. The rebound by Demon. Nets trail by 6. It's Thomas on the wing. Sinks the triple.
Cam Thomas is a guy who is always shot ready. Nice catch and shoot there.
Here's Aldama. Jackson from long range. And the three ball is good. And the Grizzlies lead by 6.
Great three-point shooting here out of the gate. That makes 4 makes already from long distance.
Pass to Clowney. Score the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
Boy, easy pickings from that distance. More of that, please.
Bounce pass from Williams.
2 minutes remaining.
Left side Jackson. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Aldama. A three-pointer off the mark. Nets trail by 4. A minute 42 left in the first. And there it is for him. Clowney's got 13.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Martin against Williams. Jackson has the open look. And the 3 off target. And for Brooklyn, they're shooting well right out of the gates here at around 50%. That evens the score.
And they keep hammering away at them inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
1:02 left to play in the first quarter. From deep. It's good. Great play by Williams to set it up. He's got 10.
This guy has been in attack mode this quarter. The defense might want to intercede here.
Demon. Landale grabs the miss. And the Grizzlies leading by 3. And the rebound goes to Martin. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Outside Thomas. The 3. Drills it from outside. Thomas got it all tied up now for the Nets.
We have watched Cam Thomas become more and more aggressive from three-point territory.
Pass to Aldama. Now Jackson. Three-pointer. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. And the Grizzlies lead by 3.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at them.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Grizzlies lead by 3. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Memphis?
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
They've also done a great job finding openings and exploiting them. Take those lanes when they're given and turn them into points.
John Conchar out there with Contavious Caldwell-Pope. Then it's Santi Aldama. Then it's Vince Williams. And it's Koloko in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. Last game for Brooklyn, it was a loss to Los Angeles. Pass to Williams. Three-pointer. The rebound by Sharp. Nets trail by 6. Here's Martin to the right side. Torrey gets the bucket.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Kevin. In an era of title or bust thinking, it's noteworthy that the grit and grind Grizzlies of the 2010s are properly celebrated. While they never made it past the Western Conference Finals, their physical style, built around Zach Randolph, Marc Gasol, Tony Allen, and Mike Conley, built a lasting legacy in Memphis. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Allie. It's good. And it's an 8-point Grizzly lead.
A attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Doris, you talk about the great scores. It's not enough to be elite one-on-one. You've got to be able to handle the double team, too. I mean, there's a lot there.
On a nightly basis, Kevin, these are the best defenses in the world, scheming to take away the greatest strengths of the best individual offensive players. And you know what? Nightly, it's not enough. The great ones find a way no matter what.
Now, here's Caldwell Pope. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. Pass to Aldama. Here's Conchar. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Well, despite the miss, obviously the shot this offense looking to generate is exactly that.
And it's Vince Williams with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
Memphis on defense. 6-point game. Lets it go with the three. And it's Demon missing. Memphis has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Outside Jackson. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Pass to Wells. 5 on the clock. No good from outside. Nets trail by 6. Here's Demon. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Demon's got 6 points.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for one. The Grizzlies have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line.
And how about as a group, 80% on the season, one of their best attributes.
Already a lot of talk about who's going to take part in the three-point contest this season, and here's a look at the players most likely to make it.
And so many great shooters in the NBA these days, and these guys, quite frankly, the best of the best. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a scoring record broken in this year's competition.
And at number 4 on the list, he's almost certain to take part in the contest this year. He's going to be excited to let those long-range shots fly in All-Star Weekend.
And the fans have been right to give him so much love. He's deadly from beyond, and he has to be in this contest this season.
And it's going to be an exciting showcase this year. Some incredible shooters, that's for certain. We'll keep you updated as we find out more.
Yeah, I think we're in for a real treat. I think the increased importance of the three-point shot in today's game has really shined a light on the talent, precision, and really the wow factor of how these guys can drill the long ball.
So it looks like the Nets will retain possession here. Shot clock at 5. Lets it fly from 18. Pass to man. Outside Thomas. Tries again. It's rebounded by Memphis. Jackson's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Spencer. Wells passes to Jackson. Over Sharp. And there's Jackson on the assist from Wells. Jackson's got the lead up to 9 now for the Grizzlies. We've known about Jaren Jackson Jr.'s defensive acumen, but GA much improved as a scorer as well.
Yeah, her range out beyond the arc and his handle, I think it's underrated. One of the top two-way bigs in our league.
Now, here's Thomas. Last game he had 34 points. And the foul on Jalen Wells. That's his first foul.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
Jock Landale's checked in for Santi Aldama. And a switch here for Brooklyn. Connie's checked in. And the Grizzlies leading by 9. Down low. And the dunk by Jackson.
A big night for Jackson so far. He's a talented scorer and only getting better. And he placed that pass out in front of him and let him just run into it in rhythm.
Here's Caldwell Pope. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
And so, Jorge Fernandez decides to call timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. And here's Thomas, who brings it up for the Nets. They trail by 11. Last game matched up with the Clippers. A tough loss there.
Rough game defensively. I mean, they lost a lot of the individual matchups, and the help was slow to rotate.
I'll tell you this, if you're going to allow your opponent to make that many shots, you have got to be as solid on the offensive end, and clearly they were not.
And the flush from Jackson Jr. Great wingspan, and at 6'11", he's got a little nasty in him.
Here's Demon, driving the lane.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. Spencer, the pass to Landale. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Landale's got 5.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Here's Demon. 8 points for him. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is
Wonders
overturned.
of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Here's Spencer. 14 points from him the last game against Oklahoma City. Pass to Wells. Shot clock at 6. Offline with his 3. Nets trail by 9. Here's Wolf. Drives to the hoop. The Nets have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
Pretty good numbers on the season when you look at their free throw attempts, right around 78%.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Pass to Jackson. Now here's Wells. Here's Spencer. This one for 3. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Here's Demon. He's got 10. And with that shot, the Grizzly lead is cut down now to just 8 points with the basket from Claxton.
There's a reason Nick Claxton has led the league in field goal percentage at least once. This guy is able to get easy looks.
Pass to Wells. Here's Landale. But Trey. Wolf grabs the miss.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Claxton, no good.
Pressured that shot by getting a hand up just as good as a block.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
Back to Wells. Memphis needs to get off the shot here. That one doesn't go.
He started the game scorching the Nets from deep. 3 triples in the first period, but none here in the second.
Pass to Man. Nets passing it around. Launches it. Wolf, no good.
Boy, this guy has not had a great night, and it really has weighed the entire team down.
Jackson, good for the basket, number 9. He's only missed 2 shots from the floor all night.
This guy has absolutely owned this quarter. This is how you lead by example.
And so, Jordi Fernandez decides to call timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. And while we can, let's have a look at the 2K leaderboard to find out who have been the most efficient scorers in the NBA this month. The 4th spot held by Nick Claxton.
It would be hard to imagine him shooting the ball much better than he has. He has been on fire.
And Claxton throws it down.
Oh, the athleticism on display. Nick Claxton makes these throwdowns look easy.
Pass to Spencer. Here's the teardrop. Rebound, Brooklyn. Claxton's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Clowney.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Here's Mann. Connects from 3-point range. Now just a 5-point Grizzly lead.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Now here's Jackson. 23 points for him the last game against Oklahoma City.
And he also made his presence felt on the defensive side as well. A lot of shots were registered in that game. And looking now at some numbers for Wells. His last 10 games, he's averaging 11 points a game, 2 assists, and 2 rebounds. I mean, the numbers aren't bad on their own, but he knows that he can help this team in a bigger way.
And sometimes it comes down to the flow of the offense. One night it's your night, another night perhaps it's somebody else's.
Demon, that's good.
That's fantastic shot making this quarter after struggling a bit in the first.
And so the timeout here called by Thomas Isola. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. 1:12 left in the first half of the game. Here's Spencer. He's got 5. Pass to Landale. Clock at 6. From outside the arc. It's hauled in by Claxton. Claxton's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Wolf. Covered by Wells. Here's Claxton, and Claxton throws it down.
Claxton, an elite finisher at the rim. That is nicely done.
And just miss after miss right now.
You'd rather see him dunk that. Impose your will if you can.
20 seconds left to play here in the half. Pass to Wolf. To the inside. The shot's good from Claxton. Claxton's got the lead up to 2 now for Brooklyn.
That bucket is really just about the efficient use of a screen. That's nicely done.
Sends it home! What a shot!
You want drama? We've got drama. That's the way to end a quarter.
That is a way to fire him up, fire up the team. What a tremendous play.
It's been all about Jaren Jackson for Memphis. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. And don't go away. We'll be right back.
Hello and welcome. Before we take a look at the action from the first half, a brief overview of some upcoming games.
And for their matchup with the Mavericks, coin toss. In fact, I'm going to make a prediction. This game goes to the last.
So let's move on now to this Grizzlies game, which has turned out to be a tight one.
You'll see teams attempt to space the floor, but these guys really do it. They've got great shooters who take great shots.
And a few times, even when they didn't have a good look, they made it look good.
And that concludes.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. It's been a clinic out there by Jaren Jackson.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
Setting the floor for the Nets. We've got Demon. Also, Terrence Mann is out there. And it's Claxton in at the 5 spot. Here's Demon. Pass to Wolf. Here's Demon. Lets it go from deep. Got it. Number 7 on the night. 7 for 11 from the floor.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
And here is Wells. Pass to Landale. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Wolf passes to Claxton, and he drops in the layup off the glass. And now a 4-point Brooklyn lead.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Offensive rebound, and Claxton throws it down.
Well, Claxton is always around the bucket. No surprise he gets to the offensive window and makes good use of it.
There's a screen. Pass to Landale. Jackson from long range. And again, Memphis no good.
And out of the gates here in this second half, they have not started well. 0 of 3.
Now, Mann. Now, Claxton. Here's Demon. Here's Mann. Oh, good with the triple.
I'll tell you, he's been struggling, but they are still in line to come out of here with a W.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Kevin. A couple seasons ago, beset with injuries, the Grizzlies rode Jaren Jackson Jr. He said, I probably had never been put in a position to be that offensively free in my life. Getting those experiences, I can take that going forward. But it's more fun to have everybody around you for sure. Kevin, back to you.
Great to see how he's grown. Allie, we thank you very much.
Boy, how about that pass? He put it right where it needed to be.
And so the timeout here called by Thomas Isolo. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. The Grizzlies trail by 9. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Can they get it? And with the rebound.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And I think you can start to feel their frustration mounting. With every missed bucket, it becomes more and more desperate.
Here's Claxton, 6 to shoot. Mann in the corner. The 17-footer. No good off the front iron. For Memphis, they've gone 0 of 5 to the start of the second quarter. Extremely cold shooting coming out of the locker room. To the middle. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. And it's Demon missing. Memphis is getting blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Jackson deciding where to go with it. Shoots the 3. Clowney pulls it in. Clowney's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Now, Mann, 6 points for him. Screen by Claxton. Mann with it, and he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
And so the timeout here called by Thomas Isolo. He's ready to talk things through with them. The Grizzlies trail by 12. Pass to Spencer. 6 on the shot clock. Memphis moving it around. That one misses.
I'll give him a ton of credit here. He is trying to make plays, but nothing right now helping his team.
Here's Clowney. Here he goes. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, the defender all over.
And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Nets.
I'm in love with how they're moving the basketball all game long, and also their ability to move without the ball. That style just makes it so difficult to defend.
I also like how they've played in the painted area. They've made an effort to work on the inside and convert those chances.
Here's Wolf, covered by Wells. Demon, that's good.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Jackson with the screen. Spencer, the pass to Jackson. Here's Spencer, looking to end the run. Clowney pulls it in. Clowney's got 6 rebounds in the game.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Here's Spencer, 5 points in the game. Pass to Wells, lets the 3 fly, and he's good on the 3 ball. Wells has got 10.
Maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that he can afford to give him.
LDB, something that never seems to go away during the season is chatter about trades.
And Kevin, what makes this so interesting is that very often fans of this league are as interested in trades, who's coming and going, as they are in the results of their team. It's a little intrigue that everybody wants a piece of.
The lead now in single digits. He's got 8.
Well, you simply have to stay connected to him. His shooting stroke is that pure.
And the rejection by Jackson. The rebound by the Nets. Clowney's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
Listen, let's not put it lightly. This guy has really struggled here.
Pass to Demon. Fires the 3. Grizzlies with the rebound. That'll be just 1 game played away from home for them. Unloads. It's hauled in by Claxton. Claxton's got his 7th rebound here tonight. To the lane.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
I'll tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
Trying to break that ice-cold streak.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Boy, that's a play you just practice time and time again, and that's the result of the work put in.
Santi Aldama's checked in for the Grizzlies. And the Nets making a change here as well. Thomas checked in for Demon. Pass to Aldama. Puts up a 3. And with the rebound. Mann's got 5 rebounds tonight. Now, here's Thomas. He's covered closely. A 3. Aldama with the rebound.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Fires from deep. It's hauled in by Claxton.
In the first half, he was on fire from range, but he hasn't knocked one down since.
Here's Wolf. He's defended by Landale. Outside Thomas. And again, no good by Brooklyn.
Boy, the team doing pretty well despite his offensive struggles right now.
You know, Greg, talking about Cam Thomas now, what are some things you'd like to see him improve on?
Well, I'd say defense first and foremost. If he's able to improve there, as well as his passing and playmaking, watch out. He's already an incredible scorer.
And the Grizzlies making a change here. Coloco's checked in. Trore's checked in for the Nets. Both shots good from the stripe.
Boy, when you watch this guy shoot free throws, you can see very repeatable motion, and that is what leads to this kind of consistency.
Here's Wolf. He has 6. Here's Claxton. Here's Mann. Off target from outside.
Bad defense, bad shot. Neither working on that play.
Here's Spencer. He's got 10. Aldama can't hit. Brooklyn leading by 7. Inside, here's Thomas. No good, and they can't put an end to this drought. And the Grizzlies with possession here. Pass to Koloko. To the left side wing. Here's Aldama. Fires for 3. Good defense by Claxton.
No doubt the fight's there. They are trying to battle back, but he's just really struggling this quarter.
Traps in the tray.
Well, after knocking down a couple in the first half, that's his first triple here in the second.
Pass to Spencer. Now Aldama. No scoring in this one. There's the triple. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Here's Mann. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Wolf, no good. The Grizzlies trail by 8. To the inside. Here's Wells. Pass to Spencer. Here's Koloko. Here's Aldama. Claxton covering. Here's Soray. Now that's how to finish the break. Throw down with force.
Want easy looks? Don't allow the defense to set up.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
And Aldama slams it in.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Right. You could see on that possession, one side playing with a little desperation, the other side losing focus.
Mann with it. 11 points in the game. Another shot. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Koloko's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Pass to Aldama. Here's Spencer. Out to the right wing. Takes a 3. A rebound by the Nets. Wolf got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Well, you cannot put it in a much better spot than that. Wow.
Well, through 3/4 of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Brooklyn ahead, up 10. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in just a moment. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
The 4th quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Williams is out there with Contavious Caldwell-Pope. Then it's Santi Aldama. And there's Jackson, and it's Koloko in its center. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis.
Yeah, but I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Here's the break. And here we go. And then Sharp with the dunk.
How about the big guy attacking the rim? The throwdowns are loud and emphatic.
Jackson against Wilson. Over to the left wing. For 3, Caldwell-Pope sinks the three-pointer.
And the three-pointer, a big part of KCP's game. About half his shots come from out there.
Kicks it out to Wilson. Pass to Thomas. And And then Thomas with the jam.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. Outside for Caldwell Pope. Williams for 3. The rebound by Sharp. Sharp's got 4 rebounds in this game. Now Wilson. And the layup's good off the glass. And the Nets lead by 15.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
Here's Koloko. The rebound by the Nets.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
And it's in there.
Well, overall, they're the team getting the better looks here in this second half.
And I think what's happening is they're getting their shots within the flow of their offense, and you can clearly see the difference.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
And so Thomas will bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. And again, it's Brooklyn converting.
That mid-range is where Thomas may be his most effective and confident.
Caldwell Pope with it. Now Thomas defending. And the dunk by Jackson.
And how about the hands on Jackson? Makes a good target on that frame and then able to finish off the alley-oop.
Right side, Thomas. Rebounded by Jackson. Jackson's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Koloko's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Caldwell Pope. Jackson down low. He's against Wilson. Jackson misses. Nets leading by 14. It's stolen by Aldama. Timeout called by Coach Isolo. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. Glendale's checked in for Memphis. And the Nets making a change here as well. Brownie's checked in. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Thanks, guys. Head coach of the Grizzlies had some words for his team over the break. He did his best to light a fire under them, saying, "We have to fight. Now is the moment. We have to come out of this deficit swinging." Guys?
Great work as always, Allie. Thank you. The Grizzlies trail by 14. Over to the wing. Martin against Caldwell Pope. Pass to Aldama. Back to Caldwell Pope. Shot clock at 6. Outside Jackson. Beyond the arc. Rebound Brooklyn. Here's Demon. Here's Clowney. Guarded by Jackson. Three-pointer. Martin. Aldama with the rebound. Aldama's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
Really most effective when he's in attack mode, and KCP with the athleticism to do it.
Pass to Thomas. Down low. It's stolen by Aldama. And now the Grizzlies fast break. Here's Caldwell Pope. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It goes on Igor Demon.
Yeah, much improved foul shooter. KCP also starting to get to the line at a higher rate.
And so he makes both from the line. Here's Demon. Here's Claxton. And again, another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Williams looking around. Back to Aldama. Pass to Landale. Brooklyn with the rebound. Clowney's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know. Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Caldwell Pope passes to Jackson. Back to Caldwell Pope. Memphis moving it around. Williams kicks to Jackson. 5 to shoot. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Williams has got 3 assists now in this one. Nets leading by 11. And we got a timeout here called by Jordi Fernandez. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Wolf. Pass to man. Here's Demon. Wolf's shot's good. And the Nets lead by 13.
And you can see he just has a great overall feel for this game. Excellent job tonight.
And that's been his role pretty much from the opening tip. Get the ball to guys where they can score it.
And really a good job spotting his teammate near the bucket and then just pinpoint passing for the finish.
Pass to man. Here's Wolf. Here's Demon. Clock at 6. Misses the 3.
He needs to look to try to drive inside and get going. That outside shot is simply not there.
Jackson down low. And the lead is down inside single digits. Jackson's got 10 points in just the second half. Pass to Wolf. Here's Demon. To the paint. He's looking for Claxton and finds him. Jackson in the corner. Here's Landale. For 3. Wolf grabs the miss.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Now, man takes the 3. Landale grabs the miss. Landale's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done.
Up high and down hard with that one-hander.
He got a little extra forceful. You're right with that one. Here's Demon. And the rejection by Jackson. Pass to Clowney. To end the cold streak. Landale grabs the miss. Landale's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Down low. Here's Jackson and the dunk by Jackson.
And that's a player with no fear. Jackson steps to the forefront, goes out and gets them a massive bucket.
There's the pick. Here's Wolf. By Wells. Just 5 to shoot. Shoots it. Can't get it to go.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down. Try to get some easy ones.
Landale with it. Strong move off the glass.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Boy, when it's this close, you try not to give up these kinds of buckets. Boy, you got to do better defensively.
And he misses the J.
Boy, not looking sharp at all here in the second half, but it hasn't deterred him one bit.
1:56 left in the fourth quarter. Now Jackson, pocket pass to the paint, and he punches it home.
What agility there. Look how quick Jackson moves after setting the screen. Perfect execution.
And there's a minute 45 left in the fourth quarter. Got it to go off the glass.
At that range, it is about finishing strong. You can't hesitate.
Jackson with the screen. Going inside. Nice use of the glass on the finish.
And that's right in his wheelhouse. Looking to make an impact when it counts.
And this is a player who understands when the game is hanging in the balance. He knows it's winning time.
That does not go. Memphis trailing here. 1:12 left in the fourth. Finish.
And the big man going off in the clutch. Jackson Jr. knew it was do or die time.
Brooklyn's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0-4 since the start of the final quarter. 52 seconds left to play in the final quarter.
And that one sends the bench into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together. Everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
One-handed!
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Where was the defense? No fighting through the pick, no rotation. My goodness.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Jackson outside. It's good.
Looking to close it out. That one might have been the backbreaker.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point.
Here's Wolf, covered by Wells. And get the three. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
And that'll be Memphis as it goes out of bounds. Grizzlies retain possession.
Active hands from him as he's able to deflect that pass out of bounds.
Well, that's what you call a game of inches. They talk about it in football. We see it right there.
So a close game sees Memphis take this one. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.
Yeah, I mean, they faced some challenges, but really held firm.
As always, Allie, we appreciate it. And that'll do it, folks. So for Doris Burke, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan saying thanks for joining us. See you later.